vacuum cleaners. In fact, they were late in the market. Why? Because they waited until they perfected it. Here's the story. You are about to see demonstrated live on our screens and in our studios a brand new vacuum cleaner that you may never need to plug a vacuum cleaner in again. Casey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Let me tell them a little bit of the background story. Everybody knows the brand name of Hoover.
Yes.
What you may not realize is that Hoover is now owned by a parent company. It happens to a lot. And one of those companies within the umbrella is Ryobi Tools. They have cordless systems, 12-volt systems that power cordless drills, cordless saws. They know battery operation. And because of it, they're going to give you a vacuum cleaner that has a 5-year warranty. And because you get 2 batteries with it, you get 50 minutes of continuous cleaning, which would be a house of what? About how many square feet?
About 2,500 square feet of cleaning. That's enormous. It's all about
with
no
cord,
no compromise is what they say at Hoover, because really this is all the power of a Hoover upright mixed in with the versatility of a Hoover stick vac. You can get in and around absolutely anything and everything, and it's not just for your floors. In fact, you can see that you're getting a ton of accessories to go along with your vacuum.
When I walk into the department store, and this is being unveiled to the world right now.
That's it.
When I walk into the department store to buy this Hoover, it comes with 2 accessories. You're getting all of them.
12.
12 of them. You're going to get an extra filter. You're going to get the extended length crevice brush, because you know what? You're supposed to clean between the washer and dryer, but nobody's got a tool that does that. You do now. The 2-in-1 dusting tool, the additional filter, the multi-floor brush roll. We're giving you a whole other battery. And by the way, the value on the battery by itself is wonderful. An upholstery tool, that pivoting dusting tool, which gets into any area, the soft dusting brush, a rubberized hair lifter for any of us with pets, a dual edge lint lifter, the dual edge dusting brush, and then the extended length crevice tool. You get them all. This is the new age of cordless. It's the Hoover Air.
I was actually joking earlier, the only thing it doesn't come with is a selfie stick.
Yeah.
You can pretty much do anything.
That's good.
I want to show you the power of this, because when people think cordless and you think of a battery, people think petering out and
Right.
wait a minute. 50 minutes. 2 batteries that give you 25 minutes apiece is huge, but nothing ends up petering out. So I've
And
got a
they're
battery,
lithium ion.
lithium ion, and right here you can see that this is fully charged, 3 bars of power. So of course, when a vacuum is full power, you expect it to do a job and do it well.
And by the way, we dirtied these carpets up with a lot of volume.
Yeah, we put a lot of mess on these carpets on purpose. So I'm over here going to grab off the charger, one of the batteries. It's right here in my hands, and it only has 1 bar of power. So I'll show you that. There's a little tab on the bottom where you can test to see how much power you have.
Do that again. Can you do? And the reason why we're showing you this demonstration, Hoover is using the exact same battery technology that Ryobi, one of the largest power tool manufacturers in the world, created, because both companies are now under the umbrella of a parent company.
So super powerful.
Everyone else in the cordless community, when the battery runs down, you have to plug the whole vacuum in instead of just a replaceable battery. That's why we can give you 2 batteries.
So this virtually eliminates the need for you to stop cleaning or to clean in little chunks of time. Well, maybe I'll do the kitchen on Monday, and then maybe Thursday I'll tackle the bathroom. You can actually keep vacuuming over and over and over again.
And they redefine everything in terms of what a vacuum cleaner can be. And this is really brilliant technology. It's all about getting close to the surface you're cleaning.
Yeah, and what we're looking at now is the airflow. There is this patented technology that channels the air in 3 different spots, so you're constantly cleaning no matter what. I want to show you as well the power of this vacuum, because if there's one thing that Hoover's known for, it's power, but you don't always associate a vacuum like this with power when it's cordless.
Exactly. In fact, and it's one of the reasons why, again, that Hoover waited. Everybody in the industry was jumping onto cordless power. Hoover, a brand name that your grandparents knew, they waited. Now, they didn't sit idly. They worked on their development, their research teams to bring a level of perfection that other cordless vacuums cannot meet. So watch this.
This is filled with rice, and I have the attachment in my hand. This is the wand that you'll attach all of the different accessories to. Why am I showing you?
And that's a battery-operated cordless vacuum.
When this was tested, Dan, there was no loss of suction even when the bin was full. That is hugely important because with so many other vacuums, when you're cleaning, once that bin gets full, you start to lose suction.
Yep.
Done.
The whole thing only weighs about 10 pounds. So they've cut about 50% of the weight off of your vacuuming.
They have.
So if you've got stairwells, you'll really like the new Hoover.
I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because we've got one of the toughest places in my household to clean is always the stairs.
Right.
That's where all those dust bunnies, and it's like the cats groom themselves and then deposit it for some reason right up along here. So you can see I'm holding it in my hand. It's just less than 10 pounds.
It feels like a canister.
And I'm going to move here so you can see it on this side. Suck it up, boop, boop, boop. It's as easy as that. So literally high, low, all over the house. It doesn't matter what it is you're dusting or where. Even if you need to go up the stairs, it's that lightweight that you can get it done.
In our house, it always comes to, we get halfway through the stairway, and my wife will inevitably yell, "Can you unplug the vacuum?"
Yeah. Oh, the cord's stuck
because
at
it
the
only
bottom.
reaches halfway.
Yeah,
There's
that's
another
right.
factor that I truly respect, and it's part of the Hoover brand name, and it's part of what they stand for. This vacuum is on the air for $179 and change. It is brand new. First time it has ever been seen here at QVC. They're doing their world launch on this vacuum right now. So we're able to bring it to you because they came to us. We were able to buy everything we could get our hands on. We paid a lot less for the vacuum. It's comparable. Retail value is almost $100 more, $262. But in the world of cordless, we're seeing prices of $300, $400, $500 and more for cordless vacuums. Do you have to pay that much money to get your home clean? By the way, what did you do to this carpet?
Huge mess, but what I really want to point out is look at how long the pile. This is shag rug. This is taking Dan back to the 70s.
It's also, by the way, a light colored shag. So
It is.
If your vacuum can't get this, we're all gonna know.
So I've got some parsley and some oregano in here. And again, I'm just going over it with the vacuum. The brush roll is on. You can turn the brush roll off with the touch of your finger as well. So I've gone over that. Now, here's what's important to know. I've got a full charge on this battery.
Right.
With so many vacuums that are out there, you think to yourself, once the battery starts to die, so does the power.
Well, it used to be that things should go,
And you could hear it, and then it doesn't pick anything
This
up.
is lithium ion. It is the exact same 12-volt system that one of their sister corporations, Ryobi, one of the largest manufacturers of battery-operated tools in the world, their battery-operated machines drill holes in wood and cut. And I mean, their power tools are amazing. Nobody has this type of technology. And the fact that you can swap the batteries out because you get two of them is something that really makes it different in the industry. Everybody else, you got to take the whole vacuum back and either put it in its charging cradle or plug it in. What if you want to be able to clean a 2,500 square foot home and never worry about the cord? The Hoover is the way to do it.
And 50 minutes. That's an incredible amount of time to be cleaning up. So, of course, I got rid of the parsley and the oregano and the mess using my 3 bars of power. But now I've got 1 bar of power, and it always is the exact same amount of power, regardless.
Same suction.
Now, that's important because you don't get the petering off. You never have to worry about it. In fact, when it does run out of charge, it just stops dead. And that's the end of it.
And you put another battery on there and you keep going.
Put another battery on there, and you can see that there's that long shag rug, and it's nice and clean.
We'll get the rest of this after we say hello to Janice. Janice, you're phoning from New Jersey, is that correct?
Yes, Kate May.
Nice to have you with us.
Hi, Janice.
Janice,
Hi.
you know the name of Hoover.
Oh, that's through my family.
Yeah. Again, Hoover is not the first one to be in the battery-operated, vacuum cleaner business. They just waited until they had it perfect. I like the little light on the front of that too. That way dirt can't hide.
Exactly.
So why did you pick this one up?
Because I like to ask you a question. I like the name of Hoover. We've always had Hoover vacuum cleaners.
Yep.
And this is cordless. And it's light. And it looks like it does a terrific job.
I was impressed.
You and me both.
Yeah.
And the price is great, because I called the Hoover people up and I saw this, and you are actually $100 and some odd cheaper.
Yippers. It's all about buying power. We're in over 100 million homes across America. Hoover is aware of that. For some reason, there's a generation that almost forgot about this Hoover name.
Yeah.
We know it, but the younger kids, they've been inundated with brand names that are a little newer. And so Hoover wanted to be able to get the message out there that they are in this industry with something truly phenomenal, and they wanted to do it at a better price, and it all works out for everybody's benefit that way.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
All right. Can you run this on any rug?
Yes.
Yes, and any surface. So if you have delicate hardwood floors, don't worry about it. Janice, this rug, I don't know if your house is covered in shag rug or not, but that's what we put here. Whether it's low pile or whether it's shag rug, whether it's ceramic flooring, it doesn't matter what the flooring is, you'll be able to get in there and get that mess out. And with those attachments, wait until you see what you can get. You'll be cleaning dust and dirt out of places that you didn't even know had dirt in them before. It's fabulous.
I have hardwood floors and I got room size rugs. That won't flip the room size rug up, will it?
No.
You know, it shouldn't. That's a good question because I don't know how light that rug happens to be. You won't have any issues at all with your hardwood floors. In fact, they have a separate brush roll that we include that's designed for hardwood floors. That way you don't have to worry about scratching. You know what? While I've got you here, Janice, can you see your TV from where you're at?
Yes, I can.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to grab it for you. Also, I want to point out, let's say you're doing something that's really, here's a whole bunch of different surfaces. If you're doing a really lightweight area rug, I always put my foot on the corner of it right before I roll over.
Yeah, I do the same thing, and that's why I said it depends upon how lightweight it is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got suction.
Here's the button right here. So, Janice, you'll be able to take your finger, if you're going onto a hardwood, for example,
And you just
press
hit that,
it, and then in the
turns
front,
the beater bar off.
that's right. Then you can go right on top. This is a really high-end hardwood. And then when I get back over here to this low pile of Berber, I can power that right back up again and get all that dirt right off. And then, of course, ceramic flooring.
Here's the way a lot of manufacturers of battery-operated vacuums thought. And most consumers did too. They thought of it as a secondary vacuum. You know what? I'll reach for the battery-operated one, but I'll pull out the real vacuum once a week. This is your real vacuum.
And you can take
Just
it
happens to be battery operated, okay?
and take it anywhere, which is great. Into your garage. Maybe you want to take it into places that don't have an outlet. That's the beauty of cordless.
Agreed. Janice, yours is on its way. We'll have it to you quickly. Thank you for the phone call. Hopefully we answered all your
Thanks for
questions.
talking to me and answering my questions.
Bye, Janice. Happy cleaning.
Be well.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
How do the attachments go on it? We do want to show them that very quickly.
Super simple. The attachments, all you're going to do is detach it from the base,
Yep.
lift up the wand, put your attachment on, and then connect it just like so.
Now
and
you've
you're
got
done.
above floor cleaning as well.
You do.
We give you all the attachments. Normally at retail you'll get 2, the rest will be a la carte. We include all of them. The comparable retail value, $262. We've got a wall supplies last price. We'll give you this price as long as we have inventory of $174.94. 6 months to pay for it. Shipping and handling, that's free. Thank you very, very much, Casey.
My pleasure.
Friendly reminder again, our today's special value, and we'll revisit it, from the folks at Beats Audio. It's a way of being able to give you the true sense of what music producers and artists had in mind when they recorded their music. These headphones are impressive. We've got colors that nobody else has. We've got it at a price that you can't find anywhere else. And already since midnight, over 15,000 vacuum cleaners. In fact, they were late in the market. Why? Because they waited until they perfected it. Here's the story. You are about to see demonstrated live on our screens and in our studios a brand new vacuum cleaner that you may never need to plug a vacuum cleaner in again. Casey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Let me tell them a little bit of the background story. Everybody knows the brand name of Hoover.
Yes.
What you may not realize is that Hoover is now owned by a parent company. It happens to a lot. And one of those companies within the umbrella is Ryobi Tools. They have cordless systems, 12-volt systems that power cordless drills, cordless saws. They know battery operation. And because of it, they're going to give you a vacuum cleaner that has a 5-year warranty. And because you get 2 batteries with it, you get 50 minutes
That's it.
of continuous cleaning, which would be a house of what? About how many square feet?
About 2,500 square feet of cleaning. That's enormous. It's all about
With
no
no
cord,
cord.
no compromise is what they say at Hoover, because really this is all the power of a Hoover upright mixed in with
vacuum cleaners. In fact, they were late in the market. Why? Because they waited until they perfected it. Here's the story. You are about to see demonstrated live on our screens and in our studios a brand new vacuum cleaner that you may never need to plug a vacuum cleaner in again. Casey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Let me tell them a little bit of the background story. Everybody knows the brand name of Hoover.
Yes.
What you may not realize is that Hoover is now owned by a parent company. It happens to a lot. And one of those companies within the umbrella is Ryobi Tools. They have cordless systems, 12-volt systems that power cordless drills, cordless saws. They know battery operation. And because of it, they're going to give you a vacuum cleaner that has a 5-year warranty. And because you get 2 batteries with it, you get 50 minutes
That's it.
of continuous cleaning, which would be a house of what? About how many square feet?
About 2,500 square feet of cleaning. That's enormous. It's all about
With
no
cord,
no compromise is what they say at Hoover, because really this is all the power of a Hoover upright mixed in with the versatility of a Hoover stick vac. You can get in and around absolutely anything and everything, and it's not just for your floors.